This is a protective self-compassion break. So inviting you to get yourself settled in a comfortable posture and perhaps sitting upright, because we'll be inviting in a sense of strength though, so perhaps better not to lie down but to be upright if that's okay for your body. And taking a few moments to really settle into the posture. What's connecting with what's beneath, a chair, a floor. Sense of your body being held. Then if it's a welcome anchor, just anchoring your attention with the breath for a few moments. Just feeling the rhythm of in-breath and out-breath. Perhaps inviting that sense of breath as a friend, an ally, nourishing the body with each in-breath, and perhaps a sense of soothing, releasing with each out-breath. And you might like to make some kind of physical gesture, bringing physical strength and warmth to the body, a hand over the heart, maybe a fist over the heart. So we're inviting in this sense of protective self-compassion, strong energy. And as we settle in this way, inviting you to think of a situation in your life at the moment where perhaps you feel a need to protect yourself, stand up for yourself, or draw some boundaries. And as always, not going anywhere near a 10 out of 10, something that's extreme or may feel overwhelming. We're building skills here. It's a resource building opportunity. So we start with something that feels workable, with maybe around a 3 or 4 out of 10, if that makes sense. So you feel mild to moderately kind of activated when you bring this situation to mind. So it could be something like you're feeling annoyed with a colleague, feel you're being treated unfairly by somebody. Or perhaps it's that there's something happening in the world that just feels unjust and you want it to stop. So something where you really need to kind of stand strong. And as a situation comes to mind, just checking in with yourself whether this feels right to work with. Or might you get overwhelmed? And if the latter, please remembering to start small. Pick another situation. It may seem quite minor to you, but anything that comes to mind where you feel a sense of, yeah, that's not okay with me. I want to protect myself, to assert myself here. And then bringing the situation to mind as clearly as you can. Sense of kind of what's happening here, what's going on. Really getting in touch with what the issue is. Maybe there are others involved, a certain dynamic. And allowing yourself to feel whatever emotions arise as you bring this to mind. Maybe there's some anger or irritation. Perhaps frustration, or maybe some anxiety, or even fear. And seeing if you might be able to make contact with the discomfort as a physical sensation. These difficult heart and mind states usually have some kind of resonance in the body. Really sensing into where you can feel this. And it may just be a general sense of discomfort. And we're going to bring in the 3 components of self-compassion so that you can protect yourself as you need to in the midst of this situation. So re-engaging consciously with your posture, really sitting tall and maybe rolling those shoulders back, feeling your own strength from the way you're sitting. And as you dwell with this situation, let's bring the first component of mindfulness. So you might be saying to yourself something like, I will try to see this situation as clearly as possible. Or my eyes are open, I'm noticing the truth of what's here, what's going on right now. So inviting the sense of clear seeing, of perspective, of really just noticing your experience as it is in this particular situation. Using whatever wording feels right to you that honours this sense of being aware. And now, reminding ourselves of our connection to something larger than ourselves and to other people, this sense of common humanity. So you might even say to yourself something like, I don't stand alone here, I stand with others. Or we all deserve fair treatment. As I stand up for myself, so too am I standing up for others. So this sense of kind of standing in solidarity, drawing strength from our fellow humans, to stand up for what we feel is right. So finding a form of words really captures that for you. May simply be, I'm not alone here. Or others would feel just as I do in this situation. And now moving to the component of self-kindness. So remembering to sit tall and keeping your shoulders open. And if you're not already, then inviting you now to put a fist over your heart as a gesture of strength and power. And just sensing into that feeling, that sensation, this fist placed over your chest, your heart area. And as we do so, we're going to bring in a real sense of courage as a kindness to ourselves. And perhaps saying something like, I will stand tall, I will find my voice. Or I call upon my inner strength, and I can be brave here. So being fierce in our commitment to preventing harm, to standing up, to standing strong. It could even be that your word is a simple no. Like, no, I'm not having this. This is not okay with me. As ever, if you're having difficulty finding the right words, you might imagine someone you really care about is being mistreated or taken advantage of in some way. And what might you say to them to help them to be strong, to speak up, stand their ground? Or perhaps what would your fierce, compassionate friend say to you? And seeing if you can offer the same message to yourself. And then finally putting your other hand over your fist on your chest and really holding it tenderly. So the combination of a fist over the chest and then a hand cupped over that fist. Inviting you to combine the fierce energy of brave, empowered clarity with the tender energy of loving, connected presence. So giving yourself full permission to feel the force of your power, your resolve, your truth, whilst also being in touch with your natural caring, your more tender side. And remember, we're aiming our fierce compassion here at the situations or behaviours that are causing harm, not at the person or people involved. They are human just as you are human. So calling on your fierce energy to commit to taking action while still keeping the thread of connection alive as best you can. Seeing if you can allow both energies to flow. And then gradually, as we draw the practice towards a close, releasing a sense of the situation and returning to a more felt sense of the body sitting here, maybe reconnecting with what's beneath you, the chair, the floor, and feeling sensations of the breath moving in the body once more. And just allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel right now. No special way to be, just being you, being here. As we come to a close of the practice, maybe releasing the posture, having a stretch, lifting the gaze if your eyes were closed.